Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. Now, I was looking for fun ways to tell you that Mint's offer of unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month is back. So I thought it would be fun if we made $15 bills. But it turns out that's very illegal. So there goes my big idea for the commercial. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Speed slow after 35 gigabytes if network's busy. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
How do you get around Philly? The team and I have been talking a lot about this over the last few months. Cars blocking bike lanes, increased parking fees, more limited street parking, and the threat of major cuts to service on SEPTA. The way Philadelphians get around could change dramatically in the coming weeks. So we wanted to hear from you about navigating the city, whether that's by foot, bike, bus, or car. So we took our microphones over to the Franklin Institute earlier this summer to ask. And as you can imagine, the answers were vastly different. It's Thursday, August 7th. I'm Trinae Nuri, and here's another installment in our ongoing series, Whose Streets? All right, let me set the scene for you. The whole team was out at the Franklin Institute at their second Thursdays event. We tried some cool cocktails. Our executive producer, Matt Katz, and we tried a frozen drink that was so good. And it was cool because it was served in this like sphere that lit up. There was music playing. Our Hey Philly newsletter editor, Siani Cologne, walked around and explored the Body Worlds exhibit, which is a look into the human body. That's on display until September 1st. I got to go to the planetarium to see the stars. It was a magical night, but thank goodness the Franklin Institute had parking because I drove there, and that area can be hard to find spots to park in. So while we were all exploring the Franklin Institute, we asked some folks about how they got there and any advice they had for getting around the city. Here's what they said.
Sam, I live a couple blocks from the Broad Street line, so I took the Broad Street line in from Snyder, and then I walked the 15 minutes from Center City. I do have a car because I work in Jersey, but for the most part, I take the Broad Street line. Keep your head up. Don't carry a purse, or if you do, keep it hidden. Just look like you know where you're going. Stand tall, stay confident, and just always be aware of your surroundings. As a small woman, you just got to be. I was just taught to be aware of your surroundings, and just that's a way to ward off any danger. Is to just look more confident, and they won't bother you as much if you don't look as perky and bubbly, and keep your head up, eyes forward. Parking is so expensive, and parking is very limited. And where I'm at, as soon as you find a parking spot, you better stay put because you're not going to find a parking spot if you leave. I take the Schuylkill, so I'm on the Schuylkill on the weekends, which is not for the weak. If you can drive on the Schuylkill, you can drive anywhere.
My name is Lisa Sorrentino, and I'm from Newark, Delaware.
My name is BJ Razor.
We drove because we're from Delaware, so.
We come into this city, I'd say once in a while. The reason would be to visit friends.
Yes.
Lisa has a goddaughter that lives in the city, so we're hoping to get up more to see her. But there have been periods in our lives where we've come up to do 5Ks and different runs, different events, and we like sports. So we come up to see the sports teams once in a while, and we typically drive. It is a little bit of a pain point. We have to do our research. Today, thank goodness this has a garage, so we'll just pay the $25. It's easier. But I was in a running group where I came to this area and parked on the street and just planned to get here early. Because parking is a thing. I think there's a TV show about it on TV in Philadelphia. So it's a thing. But it's usually, knock on wood, it's been hassle-free. Honestly, yeah. It's never had an issue. So,
do you guys have any hacks for finding the perfect parking spot?
Oh goodness, no!
Just pray for the best.
These days, AI is your best friend, and it'll give you the results fast. So if you don't want to Google, if you have the app on your phone, the Genesis AI app or one of those, any of the apps, they'll really help you out. It'll give you traffic patterns. It'll give you the garages that are open, that aren't at capacity.
We'll hear more about getting around the city after the break.
Gatorade is the #1 proven electrolyte blend designed to hydrate better than water. So you can lose more sweat and raise your game. Gatorade, is it in you?
As a sports fan, I have to confess. Sometimes the game gets kind of boring. That's when I unfold my Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7 and use multi-window viewing on its large screen. Boring game? I'm checking out my fantasy baseball league at the same time. Score still 1-0? I'm replying to emails in the other window, scoring points with the boss. Semifinals finally getting exciting? I'm buying tickets to the finals and booking my flights. Can your phone do that?
The new Galaxy Z Fold 7. Get yours at Samsung.com.
My name is Nikia Rosado. I will drive, like if I have to go like Center City, like 15th Street, like I will maybe like catch the trolley. I don't bike. I would bike, but mainly car because I want to leave when I want to leave. So I'm born and raised in West Philly. I currently just like live in the outskirts of Upper Darby, but like I work in Philly. I do everything in Philly. I just don't live in Philly currently. Oh my gosh, how do I find parking? You just don't give up. And you come out later. I would think that, earlier in the day is going to be pretty, packed. But now, it's after hours. I just assumed, I just knew that there was going to be parking. Just knowing the city and being here. So it was easy. It felt good.
Goddess. So I caught the 60 bus, and then I caught the 48, and then the 32. I like the scenery. Definitely not the scenery inside the bus. Definitely everything outside of the bus, seeing different buildings and saying, oh, wow, this is new. I didn't know this was here. Just like today, coming here, caught the 32. And I was like, oh, wow, I didn't realize the waterfall and seeing different things. I'm like, oh, okay, that's nice. Never saw this before. Just seeing different houses and the layout of the land. So I'm like, oh, this is interesting.
Karina Payne. I am in Brewerytown, Philadelphia.
How did you get to this event? What mode of transportation?
Bike. We need to get rid of cars in cities. It's a very dense urban city. There is absolutely no need for a car inside. We briefly had a car for about 6 months. My husband akined it to a broken foot. It was just sitting there for the whole week because he works on Market Street. I work around Rittenhouse Square. And we're just like, there's absolutely no reason for us to have a car. We felt obligated to take it out on the weekends just to justify having it. How much community you create by not being in your car. When you're in your car, you're not talking to anyone. You're not meeting your neighbors. You're not meeting people on the street. When I'm biking, I get to say hi to my neighbors. I get to say hi to people on the streets. I get to notice different things and actually interact with other human beings. Cars makes us angry. Bikes makes us so much happier.
Got you. How do drivers treat you on the road?
Generally good. I would say about 85% is good.
Did you have any scares or any bad experiences?
I have had a couple of scares. Yeah, I've had people accelerate to pass me by instead of actually slowing down and passing me by. You can pass me by, I don't care. Just slow down instead of accelerating because if I hit a pothole or something, I might bump into you and that might get ugly. Always make eye contact with every single driver. If you cannot make eye contact, just don't move. I have neon lights around my body and then lights on my bike.
And how do you navigate all of the weather changes while biking?
There's no such thing as bad weather. There's just bad gear. You just wear a raincoat, you wear coats, you wear gloves. Honestly, it's been cheaper and easier for me to navigate on my bike than when I actually had a car. Philadelphia surprised me as a very bike-friendly city in the US in terms of I moved down here from Canada, and Canada is very, Montreal is very bike-friendly. It was very French-inspired in that sense. And the amount of bike lanes and the amount of infrastructure for bikes actually surprised me. I know we need a lot more, but it was pretty good.
All right, thanks for listening to this episode. We're going to continue to cover transportation in our city in the coming days and weeks, especially SEPTA. Remember, if the state Senate doesn't come through with more than $200 million in funding for SEPTA by August 24th, then we're looking at massive service cuts, the cancellations of bus and train lines, and fare hikes. So we'll let you know how getting around the city will change. And if that kind of news is important to your life here in Philly, consider becoming a member. By joining the CityCast Philly Neighbor Program, you'll support the show and get great perks like member-only events and weekly event previews. So you can sign up at membership.citycast.fm. I want to shout out some of our newest neighbors, Catherine, Jameson, Quanta, Nicole, and Tanisha. Hey, y'all. You can sign up right now, too. Go to membership.citycast.fm. That's all for today here on CityCast Philly. If you enjoyed this episode, tell a friend, rate the show, leave us a review, and hit that subscribe button. Be sure to sign up for our morning newsletter, Hey Philly, to learn more about what else Philly's talking about. All right, we will be back tomorrow morning with the Friday News Roundup. Talk to you tomorrow, Philly.